Welcome back. It is now time for everyone's favorite part, the tarot reading. So I always love to do tarot readings with the moons. It's so revealing. The moons in the beginning of the month are my favorite times. So everyone always asks, so we're going to be using the Moon Child Tarot for today's reading. So this is going to be a general tarot reading. You can always book in a new moon tarot reading with me. I'm thinking about doing a little flashy flash for those of you watching this, like a flash sale. And there's something else I was going to say about that, but I've totally lost my train of thought. So clearly it was not something that needed to be said. But so I'm going to be doing just the general reading here, and then possibly uploading by sun sign over on the podcast. So I'll drop the link for that if that is the case. We're going to see how much energy I have today and tomorrow. All right. So let's see what the cards have in store for us in terms of this new moon Scorpio energy, because we know it's a big one. Okay, and we are going to do a specific spread for this because it can be so specific, right? When we are looking at what we need to know with the moons and what it means to us, it's also very, very unique, right? So we're just going to keep it super broad, and we're just going to ask the universe to let us know what we all need to know for this Scorpio new moon. Oh, we already have cards falling. Oh, that's so funny, because this card that just dropped, the Five of Cups, has been coming up a lot. I feel like it came up for me twice when I was doing a reading for myself this weekend. Ooh, okay. So we're going to let the cards let us know when we're done. Let's see if any more. Yep. Ooh, okay. I feel like there's maybe one more. We almost have the full suit of cards. We'll see if we get them all. No. Hecate is being very, coming through this moon. And I feel like we very much have the three cards, the three symbols. I'm getting kind of chills talking about it. That's very on brand right now for us just to be having the three. So, okay, the first card that fell out is this beautiful Five of Cups. And I want you all to be able to see the imagery here. And this is going to make so much sense as we start talking about this moon in particular. But some big words that come up with the Five of Cups is obsession. It can be self-pity, a time of forgiveness, adjustment, and choices. And the Five of Cups is all about transitions and changes and moving forward, which is very much what the Scorpio energy is going to do to us. Now, these changes can be because of uncertainty. They can be because of loss. They can be because of some type of destabilization that really pushes us to the brink, to lengths we maybe never thought was fathomable, to situations we didn't think were going to ever happen. And it can make it really hard for us to move on. And a big theme with this moon and with this card is moving on. It's time to be honest with yourself. It's time to move forward with compassion. It is time for healing. And that is very much what this Scorpio moon is going to be pushing us into as well, is release. Releasing things that don't serve us, releasing things where we feel frustrated, releasing things that are no longer part of our story. Excuse me. I'm still getting over bronchitis, so you may hear that I'm having a little trouble breathing, but we're making it work. The next card that came out is this Page of Swords card. This card is all about being passionate, being energetic, and really connecting with our side that is so discerning, that is ambitious and dedicated, and not really letting anyone stand in our way. Even though things might feel tough right now, it's all about being open to new opportunities, about really looking at sometimes being spontaneous instead of just feeling like we have to be logical all the time. This card really embodies our freedom of expression, our passion, our deep rooted thinking, our planning, and just really showing up authentically as ourselves. Like big embodiment vibes here when we think about that. And then our last card that came through is the beautiful Four of Pentacles. And this is all about control, obstacles, possessiveness, ego. Very fitting for this Scorpio new moon. This Four of Pentacles is really going to help us question what success means to us. It's going to help us really think about what abundance means to us and how we want to get there. What are we willing to sacrifice? How can we stay in integrity when we are doing these things? Because that is so important. If we're spending so much time focusing on material goods, we miss out on the other parts of abundance in relationships, of abundance in friendships, of love, of having a roof over our head. There is so much more. This card really reminds us that sometimes we have to have some risk taking. Um, it's okay to be conservative with our funds and with our choices, but sometimes we have to take risks to see a big payoff, to see their or possibilities of growth, of personal growth and change and all that comes with it. There's also this big uncomfortable question of if you're spending money to fill a void in your life. Big questions, right? So that is some things to think about with this Scorpio new moon energy and just what the universe is really pushing us to think about. In the next video, we are going to be chatting about this Scorpio new moon as a whole. So I'll see you in the next one.